So when I hear about school shootings, it really breaks my heart to even think of them being victims. So with that being said, I really do agree that we should get rid of the no gun zone, because that is a magnet for killers coming in, knowing that our children are shooting guns. But my question is, in the Connecticut shooting, the gun was actually stolen from the guy's, the shooter's mother. So how does any kind of legislation help with that aspect? And I also feel that the gun debate has gone so furious that even the Alexandria Police Department kidnapped a child and put him in a cage for having a toy gun. A 10-year-old boy playing with a toy was brought to juvenile detention and actually exposed to real criminal children. And I wanted to get a comment from Chief Cook about that. How we put children in jail for being children.
Do you want to respond to that?
Okay, about 90% of that is wrong.
What's wrong?
The child did not go to juvenile detention. He wasn't exposed to other criminals. He was taken to court services, and in our system of government here in Virginia, court services decides on charges, if there's going to be charges against a child. It wasn't just a toy gun. A lot of that is after the fact. It turned out to be a toy gun. But before that happened, what governed a lot of this is that we had a very frightened parent whom that weapon was exposed to their child. At the time, no one knew that it was a toy gun. And after the fact, it's very easy to come up with these answers because we have hindsight. But for a day and a half, no one knew that this was a toy gun. They assumed it was a real gun. So all of the investigation and what was happening leading up to that was there. So all I'm saying is that the child was taken there. The child ends up with services that the child needed. The child has no criminal record. It was not exposed to any criminals. And indeed, I will say this to you. I think in the future, for myself and my department, we will be more careful in the communication of charging or trying to charge a child for something that turns out to be technically a criminal offense, but not necessarily the best way to handle that particular child. I will admit to that. What I will say, though, is that the harm to the child that's perceived may not be the reality of what actually happened.
Okay, thank you very much.
Chief, if it takes